And welcome back to day 4, the final round of the Butterfield Bermuda Championship here live from the Port Royal Golf Course. I'm here now with the Executive Director, Mrs. I forget your first name. I'm going blank.
No way. Tracy Burgess.
Hey, it's like
Keep
that.
Bermuda beautiful.
Keep Bermuda beautiful. Tracy Burgess, Executive Director of the KBB. Please accept my apologies. Went blank on that. We're going to do a little walk and talk, Tracy. You've given us updates on how things have been going thus far over the last 3 days, this being the final round of the 4th tournament, meaning the 4th day of the tournament, excuse me. But also we're going to talk about the charitable events regarding the Birdies for Charity. This is the 3rd year of the program that's been hosted by the PGA Tour. First of all, how did they come on board and what's the significance behind this?
Yeah, so I'm told that the Birdies for Charity program, which is part of the PGA Tour, started 3 years ago. So we're in the 3rd year. KBB has been partnered now for our 2nd year. And there are 43 local charities that are actually participating. So it's a great benefit to the local 3rd sector, to the local nonprofit community, and it helps to not only raise funds for the important work that all the charities are doing, but it helps to raise awareness for each one of our causes as well.
Interesting enough, I just reading some stats here. It says all donations by the Butterfield Bermuda Championship made by the website, 10% of it will go to the charitable fund. So people need to take advantage of that and go to the website. Are you able to share the website address?
Yeah, so ButterfieldBDAChampionship.com, I believe, is the website, Butterfield Bermuda Championship. And there's a button on that website that says donate, and it takes you to the Birdies for Charity link. And then at that site for Birdies for Charity, you can choose whichever one of those 43 charity organizations that you want to partner with. So it's all about, increasing awareness, raising funds for the charities, and raising awareness for our messaging and the important work that we're doing.
You mentioned 43 local charities participating this year. That's huge.
Yeah.
Are you able to share any of them, the name-wise? I don't know all 43. But
Here's one for you. Yeah. Keep Bermuda beautiful.
I knew you was going to say that. I knew it. That's understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But, okay, so that's a lot of work that's going behind the scenes. It says here, Birdies for the Charity website is open for donations through November 29th. So you have plenty of time.
Yeah.
The donations link is also available on kbb.bm. Did you mention that?
Yeah, okay. Not yet, but on kbb.bm we have a lot of resources, and right there on the home page is information about the Birdies for Charity program and how to make a donation to KBB through the charities, through the Birdies for Charity program. And as you mentioned earlier, the Birdies for Charity program will increase the donation by up to 10%.
So there's an example right here, right? Some good work happening right here for you guys?
Yeah, exactly. So this is part of our ecology team, and separating the recyclables from the trash.
Wow.
Thank you. Yep.
Wow.
And part of the important work that we're doing, and if you could see the other side of this on the blue side of the bin, it talks about our sustainability partnership with Aspen and Recycle Bermuda and the importance of keeping Bermuda beautiful. So these bins are called Zero bins. They're foldable, collapsible, but they're heavy duty and easy to kind of maintain throughout large events like this, and these are specifically branded. You can also see that we're kind of in the hospitality suite in the Longtail area, and behind this bar and all the other bars throughout the tournament grounds, they are recycling. So we have tried to minimize the amount of single-use plastics that are in the hospitality areas specifically, and promote recycling. So you can see the blue bags right there for all the aluminum cans and the glass bottles. She's putting some in right now.
There you go.
Morning, ladies.
There you go.
Bartenders extraordinaire. They've been busy this week.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Right. It's interesting. As we talked about, the education of this is important, right? And I can see that KBB has made significant strides in 2023. What's on store or in tap for 2024 and beyond for you guys to get the message? So yes, we talked about the schools. That's important. That's significant. But are you going to make the awareness or raise the standards of the awareness for Bermuda?
Absolutely, and that's been a big focus throughout this year and really, in years past as well. But you've seen a big increase, an uptick in public messaging and public awareness campaigns specific to KBB's mission, which is to reduce waste, eliminate litter, and beautify the island through action and education. And so that messaging will continue because we believe that the greatest impact and the greatest outcomes come as a result of a whole wraparound program. So it's not just about going out and cleaning up, right? It's not just about trying to address Bermuda's chronic problem with littering, illegal dumping, and ocean pollution. It's not just about green events, waste management, and separating recycling from trash. But in addition to those action steps, we also have to continue raising awareness and continue providing education, both in the schools and for the adults as well.
Right. You also have a good rapport with the government representatives. I can't remember the exact title right now.
Yep.
But that's been going on quite well, and getting the message out, sharing it with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have a close partnership with Recycle Bermuda, as well as, other elements of the Department of Waste Management. We work very closely with the Ministry of Public Works, as well as the Department of Parks. So, KBB's reach is very far and wide. But none of it would be possible without these collaborative partnerships that really kind of make our impact more effective and more meaningful, right? And also none of it would be available without the thousands of volunteers who work with KBB on an annual basis.
Right. Interesting. Can you just reflect on what was it like dealing with the pandemic in those 2 years basically to where we are now?
Yeah, I wasn't at KBB during the pandemic, but my predecessor, Katie Berry, was. And, we had to modify quite a lot, just as any other business or any other nonprofit in Bermuda had to adapt. And in doing so, our number of cleanup activities that we were able to deliver, specifically in 2021, it increased a little bit over 2020, because 2020 was really kind of when it hit, right? So everything came to a screeching halt during lockdowns and COVID restrictions. So 2021 increased a bit, and then by last year, we were just full-blown and back up to full scale.
That's good then. That's good. So
awesome.
things going forward for 2024 look good. KBB is putting the messages out there in the schools, of course, in programs like this. I've also said to you during our interviews this week is that the awareness has been raised in various components of Bermuda, like the PGA, like the Eastern Counties, and hopefully Cup Match and Bermuda Half Marathon Derbies. Any other events? I think the Egg Show is coming up. Are you going to be involved in that as well?
And even before the Ag Show. So right now we are preparing for the International Race Weekend, the Bermuda Triangle Challenge. So we just...
That's in January, right?
It is, yeah. So it's, I don't have the dates right off the top of my head, but it's usually the second weekend in January. So we are preparing for that. The Public Awareness Campaign graphics just got approved, so actually last night. So that's in the works. And then, we'll be doing kind of themed messaging leading up to the spring, which tends to be a busier time when people start coming out of hibernation and, getting out and doing more activities outdoors and preparing for the Ag Show. We had a big presence at the Ag Show with Recycle Bermuda last April, and I'm sure that we will be there again next year, 2024. And then after that, you've got the Bermuda Day holiday, right?
Correct.
And the Half Marathon Derby, which you spoke about. So we would love to partner with those guys, and because the races in particular, they tend to generate a lot of waste, and it's through, like the water stops and stuff, right? So the runners are running, they're hot and thirsty, they need to grab a quick cup of water. But what happens to that? So we're working with a lot of running races and a lot of sporting event organizers.
And welcome back. Sorry about that. We had a little technical issue. Now we got that resolved, and we are on the other side of the golf course right now. It's interesting. The winds have definitely picked up since we stepped off here just moments ago, and the clouds are definitely getting heavier and heavier. So conditions are much better. Different compared to day one. With me again is Tracy Burgess, Executive Director of the KBB. Before we wrap up, just reflect on the importance of the charity events, the Birdies for Charity.
Yeah, so Birdies for Charity is, it's a vital support system for the charities who participate in that program. And again, it is hosted by the PGA Tour itself. So it's in its third year, and all donations can be made easily online through the Butterfield Bermuda Championship website. Click on the button that says donate. It takes you to the Birdies for Charity program. You choose one of the 43 charities. KBB or any of the other 42 that you would like your donation to go to. And the other thing that we didn't mention, just in closing real quick, is that there's another way that charities can raise funds through this tournament, right? So the PGA is doing more than just hosting a fabulous golf tournament once a year. They're actually based here year-round, the event organizers, and they're really focused on making a difference here at home, first and foremost. That they offer for charities to benefit through participation in the tournament is that anyone who volunteers for at least 3 shifts throughout any day of the tournament, you can choose your charity of choice to receive a $200 donation in exchange for your volunteer time working those 3 shifts throughout the tournament. So the impact is really phenomenal, and you know, their reach across Bermuda is amazing, and we just absolutely love the support of the PGA Tour, the Butterfield Bermuda Championship, and everyone who's involved with hosting, coordinating, and leading this phenomenal event. And thank you as well to Butterfield Bermuda Champ, because not only do they work closely with us for the tournament, but they are closely connected with KBB all throughout the year. They've unofficially adopted Rockaway Ferry Point. That's one of the locations that they help keep clean, as well as the railway trail up here in Southampton. So they really do believe in the benefit of helping to keep Bermuda beautiful.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.